Hey, it's Leslie and welcome back to my channel if you're not new here, and welcome if you are. If you want to stay updated, definitely subscribe and then press the bell icon so you know when I update. There's a lot of like hair and beauty based videos. That tends to be my focus. But yeah, today I thought I would do a full face of Glossier. This plant is going to get on my nerves. I've been using Glossier since July. They launched here officially in the UK in October. So they had a pop-up where you could shop the products temporarily. Now it's all mostly online, so you get a really cute little box when you order. It says beauty art, the internet, really cute. So everything comes with like a Ziploc bag as well. The packaging is just very aesthetically pleasing and very just beautiful, and yeah, it's one of those brands that's really taken off on social media, and I love what they're trying to do. The whole idea is that, you know, skincare is essential, makeup is second. If you wear makeup, it's a choice. What you wear is to enhance, not cover up or create like an entirely different person, basically. So if you're looking for something to cover hyperpigmentation, acne, anything like that, this is not the brand. This is gonna give you really minimal, beautiful but natural coverage. I do prefer to go for a natural look, but I also prefer to have products that can do both. I'd go for something that's super pigmented, super long wearing, and then I'll tone it down if I want to. That said, I do really love the products, and every time I wear them I do think, oh, why don't I wear these more as like a full face? But in general, there's only a couple of products that I use regularly, and I'll go through that when I apply this makeup. So if you're interested, keep watching. And we're going to start with the priming moisturizer. It doesn't really work as a primer if you've got oily skin. If you've got dry skin, it's great. But let me just put that on and then you can see what it's looking like. It feels like using a normal moisturizer, to be honest. There's a slight tackiness to it, but not really. So next I'm going to go in with a skin tint, and it's definitely a tint, it's not a foundation. It reminds me of MAC's Face and Body Foundation, but this has virtually no coverage. You can blend it in pretty easily because there isn't much coverage. It's kind of like wearing a cream. But I do think it's nice. I do think it does even out the skin. It does, but it's not going to cover over like acne or scarring. I mean, you can see my scars still. I've got broken capillary there and you can still see it. But it does look nice. Like, this is the problem with these products, is that I love them. I just don't think they really do much. But then that is kind of the point. And there isn't many shades of the skin tint because it's so sheer. You can get away with it if you're darker or lighter. So when I've been more tanned, it still seems to work. But yeah, I do think there could be more shades though. So next I'm going to go in with the stretch concealer. I actually have two. I've got the shades dark and deep, and dark works better. So dark is in the middle. There's two more shades that are darker, and I just think there's room for more. But again, when I've been tanned, it's worked still. So it does seem to work for more than one type of tone. So it's not just this tone that it's going to work for. I'd usually apply it to any areas of like redness or places that I just want to like make a bit more even. So we're going to start here, and it's essentially got micro waxes in it, and the whole point is that it's meant to be quite flexible so that it moves with your face. The idea is that it doesn't cake up, but I do think this means that it settles into lines, it settles into creases, and it's not great for oily skin. And I think most of the products aren't amazing for oily skin. So it's not a full coverage concealer. I feel like it's medium. So if you can see, I've got some like redness from spots and just like scarring and general redness. This could easily pass for like your skin, and obviously that's the idea. You could definitely use this without the skin tint. You don't have to use them together. It'll go over a dark mark and it might neutralise it a little bit, but it's still there. I mean, it's less so than it was, but yeah, it's still there. And whilst we're here, I might just put the deep shade on as like a contour. This is definitely not what it's intended for, but as I have it, because this is, you can see how dark this is for me as well. It definitely doesn't work, and it's quite orangey really, and it's nice. It does look nice on. It's like I'm wearing cream, but I feel like I want to mattify my face, and I don't usually wear powder. I'm going to go in with blush first though. So I'm using the Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. It dispenses the product way too quickly. So I end up putting it on the back of my hand because there ends up being too much. It's not like the most like vivid pigmented thing ever, but the blush shades in general are quite strong and quite pigmented. I just really like this colour because it's like a brownie peach, and they're the kind of tones I tend to go for when I go for cheek products. It's a liquid blush, so you don't need any brushes. You can just put it on with your fingers and just kind of tap that in and kind of blend it. So I'm going to set everything down, and I'm just going to use the Wowder, which is their powder, but it's not super mattifying. So I've got the shade light/medium. It's not got a lot of colour, but it's definitely got something. If you're going to get it, I'd say get the lighter shade, because if it's darker, it's really obvious that it's dark. And I'm just going to put that over the areas that I kind of want to take the shine away from. It feels nice on the skin. It looks nice. It doesn't look too powdery. So I'm going to go in with highlight. I've got the Haloscope highlighter in Quartz. I just think this is the most natural highlight I've ever used. I really love it. And I tend to apply it on my brow bone and cheekbone. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favourite products of theirs. So one of the most recent products I bought from Glossier was the Lidstar, and I don't wear eyeshadow that often, but I just like that this is really easy to use. So for someone that doesn't use eyeshadow, this is great. You just put it on and it's kind of done. So I've got the shade Cub, which is like a nice like rosy pink. So just tap a little bit on with the applicator and then just blend in with my finger. So they don't have a mascara, so I just applied like a different brand. The next product I'm going to go in with is Boy Brow, which I absolutely love. I've already mentioned it a few times in my videos. It does add like a few hairs, but like it looks like it gives it more like thickness. But yeah, if your brows are anything like mine and they're wonky and they're sparse, you'll need something else to kind of fill in the gaps. But this does do a good job on its own, so I'm only going to use it on its own here. I would usually use it with like a pencil or a pomade or something just to add a bit more. And I've bought it a few times now, so I think it does do a good job. I have a few of their lip products, so the gloss, the balms, the Generation G lipsticks, but I think I'm going to use a combo of the lipsticks and the balms. I really love this Generation G lipstick in Zip. It's matte and sheer, so the idea is that it gives like a blotted kind of look. It's not super intense, but this particular shade is probably one of their most pigmented. I'm just going to put a bit because I don't really want a intense look. See, I feel like I'm wearing too much pink. Actually, I'm going to mix a different shade with it because I've got Leo, which is more of a brown, and this is more of my like actual lip colour shade. It's kind of orangey, like an orangey brown. But as you can see, it's not depositing like a huge amount of colour. So Zip is definitely more pigmented than Leo, on my lips anyway. So blended together, it's quite a nice colour. And I want a bit of shine, but I don't want like crazy shine. So I'm going to use the Balm Dotcom, the birthday version. It smells like cake icing. It smells amazing. I love it. And it's got a slight shimmer in it. So it gives you a bit of shine, but not crazy. Oh, the smell of it. I just want to eat it. I actually might put a bit, just like a tiny bit, of the lip on my cheeks, just because I feel like I want it. I'm really into monochrome looks at the moment. I feel like I want it more like matchy. This look, this is what I mean. This is so intense. Oh, I do really like this though. This is a nice colour. I just didn't want anything too intense today. So I'm going to tone it down, but it's nice. And go back in with the concealer just to kind of blend it out a little bit more, make it look a bit more natural, because that was the idea. So just come in a little bit closer so you can see what it all looks like together. If you like a full beat, you're not going to get that from these products. But, you know, if you're experimenting with makeup, or you're new to makeup, or you just want something like to give you a look that's not like overly done, these are perfect. It's hard to overdo it with these products. For oily skin, there's just much better out there. This is definitely designed for people with drier or normal skin types. If you're oily, you're going to struggle to keep this on your face all day. Yeah. The brow products, the highlighter and the blush are what actually lasts for me. The other products don't really stay on, and the concealer especially definitely shifts around on my face, and I just don't like how it feels after a couple of hours of wear. So everything I've used, I've listed down in the description bar. Some products were gifted, some are bought, and I've outlined all of that in the description bar. Any questions, let me know. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.